How's it going, everybody? Jungle Kitten here, and I'm bringing you iRacing, and more importantly, I'm bringing you the new C7 Daytona prototype. Well, I don't know if they even call it Daytona prototype anymore. The prototype that's used in the Tudor sports car series. But yeah, I'm bringing it to you. iRacing has finally released it, and also with this release that included the Daytona prototype, the Corvette C7, they also added dynamic tracks, anti-cheat, and they did a host of other things with the game, but those are the three biggest things I have taken away from the update so far. I have not driven a single lap of it, so let's go ahead and jump in and get our impressions of what's going on with this new car. Alright, let's get going here. Nice pit limiter and the LCD. Ooh, feels really grippy. Ooh. Got my oval spotter on. Now, like I said, this is the first time I've ever driven this. I should really have my track IR on, because that is a terrible blind spot on the right side there. Ooh, he's braking. I don't know if that's because he knows something I don't about the car. It's got some pretty good grip. Of course, right as I say that, I'm gonna lose it. Car's always unloaded there. It's never gonna be grippy. Alright, so if you haven't already picked up, we're at Daytona. It is the night version of Daytona Road Course, so really fitting track for this car. Every year the Rolex 24 starts here. I let off early and I started braking at 1 there. Probably could have... no cut track at least. Could have probably broke fully at 1 and been fine. I don't know, whoever's behind me does not seem to be up to speed really either. And I don't think my gear, it may not have the legs for these straightaways. Not exactly ready. I'm going to let him take the inside, because I'm not exactly ready to race anybody yet here. Woo! Narrowly avoided a collision there. Maybe. Depending on what he wants to do. So just getting the... Ooh, locking it up. Man, he is erratic. Alright. Yeah. That's why I didn't want to be around that guy. Very erratic. Braked with the wheels pointing in the wrong direction there. Wheels can only do 100% of one thing. Ooh. So, I don't know, like I said in the beginning, car does feel more grippy than some other cars I've driven in the past. More grippy than what I can remember for the other Daytona prototype. Then again, I haven't driven it in a while. There hasn't been any reason to for me, in the most part. We're going to try to go all the way to 1 here. Got that to stick. Missed a gear shift there, but not too bad. But I'm actually liking this. Sounds could be better, I'm sure. And that's been a very common complaint. I really want it to be, Corvette, throaty, mean. I haven't heard these live yet. I haven't had the chance to go to a sports car race in quite some time, actually, since 2008. Last sports car race I saw was at Lime Rock, which I recommend anyone going to that track if you have not been. great track to watch a race or even to participate in a race. A lot of SCCA and NASA events up there. But yeah, so it's been a while since I've heard any sports car, especially Daytona prototype type. Wow, that was a cut track. Stay on my toes. I guess that means there's an accident. But just comparing it to the GT version of the C6R Corvette, it's not the same kind of sound. And I don't know if that's because, you know, the eco age we live in, you know, where a lot of series are becoming more eco-friendly, such as F1 and just about any series, really. So I don't know if that's a reason why the sound wouldn't be that way. I'm pretty sure this is not the actual Corvette sounds, though. Which, I mean, there could be worse issues with it. I completely missed that one, along with the guy in front of me. I love the ability to know how much I need to slow down. That's such a great feature they have. And the only other complaint I would have about this car, that also is another thing that's brought up, and someone said the same thing about the new Toyota as well. I don't know if I like how the shaders are on it. I'll get outside the car in a little bit to let you see for yourself. Some people say they like it, some don't. I tend to lean more on the don't side. It just doesn't look real to me. But as anything, it's all to your opinion, your personal taste. Man, these are some ridiculous cut tracks, or off tracks. But yeah, car's very stable. You know, all things considered. I mean, you do something silly like I'm bound to do, it will break free, or it will go flying off track into the grass if you fail to brake in time. I braked right at the one there, I believe, or very close to it, and that didn't quite work for me. I don't think I started turning in. Yeah, I tried it again. Didn't work. Man, I love that it tells me how much. No guessing anymore. But yeah, I mean, it's a very stable car. A lot of fun to drive. As far as vision, like I said, when I first got into this car and I was trying to take that first right after the pits, man, I need to increase the top end of this. You can't see anything to your right. Oh, gonna lose it. Lost it. I'm not gonna hit anything though. Alright. Yeah, the sounds are so generic. Nope. Are you gonna hit me? No. Thank you for not hitting me. I lit up the corner for him. I don't know why you couldn't see it. Idiot 2-box. Oh god. Now I'm just making a fool out of myself. Alright, let's jump in and get a new car here so we get some new fresh tires. Let's get going again here. Got my nice LCD display telling me that my pit limiter is on. Woo! But I would love to do an endurance race in this car. You know, under enduro circumstances, it's a really easy car, I imagine, to keep under control. It's pretty stable. Just on baseline setup, so... Yeah, I mean, I haven't... Of course, I'll stop being retarded. Yeah, but I haven't touched a single thing with the baseline. No fuel, no nothing. I'm just rolling with what it gave me. I'm actually really curious to see the rubber on the track, how much it's built up, and how much that may be having an effect on how grippy the car may be. It's hard to tell now. I mean, it's before with cars you compare it apples to apples on how easy a car was or how stable it was. But now with the track conditions, unless you go in and set up a test circuit for yourself, you know, where you're setting what the grip is, there's no easy comparison, because if you jump into a live server, depending on how many laps have been driven and by how many people, there could be a lot or less grip. So that's the thing to consider now. And also marbles. Marbles is a thing now. I'm curious if it's going to be obvious when you actually hit the marbles that you're in them. I don't know if it's going to make an audio cue like you know, kicking up gravel or things like that, because marbles in racing are pretty sizable chunks of rubber. You'll hear them when you're hitting them. So I wonder if they have that audio cue in there. I have not seen any on track, just flying by. Not to say that they're not already there. How many cars that have probably been in and out of this practice session, and how many times I've spun alone. There should be spun marbles around here. Damn cut tracks. I'm always so cautious with putting the throttle down out of these corners. Mainly this one, but she sticks pretty well. Sorry if I'm a little lacking on commentary as well. I'm actually really enjoying this car. It's been a good while. I actually took a hiatus on iRacing. This is the first time in a few months, really, that I've driven the service. And I know it's a new car, so there's going to be a lot of people driving it. But I could see me driving this car for a little while on a series, whether public or private league. I mean, because it is enjoyable to me. And once again, I don't know if that's due to the update, whether tire model or our new dynamic tracks or what. Or maybe it's easy cheat. Maybe that is just got rid of all the aliens now because they were all cheating, and maybe I'm just awesome now. Complete sarcasm there if you did not catch it. I don't know how much difference easy cheat's gonna make. Hopefully it gets rid of a few bad eggs, but I know I said I took a hiatus, but I did a lot of iRacing before that hiatus. I just kind of got burnt out, maybe. Probably is the easiest way to say it. From doing so much iRacing and not really that much change. And all that time, I did not really see anyone that I could really seriously claim of cheating. I know there's a lot of people that have joked for cheating, because you can see some ridiculous lap times sometimes on iRacing, but looking at them, there's nothing that I can say, hey, I think this guy's doing something illegit. That's probably iRacing's best component, is its multiplayer platform. I mean, it's probably one of the only racing sims where you can get into an open race and potentially have a decent race. Hey, no cut truck that time. Man, I feel like it's gonna break loose every time I put my foot down there. And it never does. Ooh, that's not a good place to be. Normally in racing, I've done a little bit of hobby racing, track days and things like that. I was in the process of getting my racing license with NASA before I got deployed with the military. So that kind of interrupted things, and now money's more issue than anything. But they say, you know, coming out of corners, it should be like you have an egg under your foot pedal, or your foot pedal, your gas pedal, and you're trying not to crush it. And that is the case with most cars. You don't want to crush it, or you're gonna lose grip on the rear tires, being a rear-wheel drive car, if it's a rear-wheel drive car, and spin out or lose time at the bare minimum. This car, I mean, you still want to be somewhat careful, but like I've been saying, I don't feel too bad about just planting my foot. And when I say I was working on my racing license with NASA, that doesn't mean much of anything. There's some pretty crappy drivers who have NASA racing licenses. It's not a pro level, I mean, it's amateur racing, so don't even want to take that out of context. I need to be a little bit more aggressive in other corners. Ooh, okay. Lost it on that one there. I did plant my foot on that one and did not work out for me. Alright, let's see if we can put down one decent lap. And then we'll call it. So far my optal's on 142. Top lap times are in the 140s. So let's see if we can get a 141. I'll be happy with that. A couple laps in. You guys are watching the first laps I've ever done with this car. It's been a long time since I've rock and rolled and been at iRacing. New dynamic track surface. Of course, they all have the same thing, but don't pay attention to that. But yeah, mostly I haven't been on the surface for a while. Of course, still, again, it's all completely changed. But yeah, let's see if we can get a 141. Talking about, oh, I was gonna get my racing license. Can't even get a 141. What's wrong with me? You know, the key to getting a faster lap time is staying on the track. It's the secret. I know I shouldn't be giving away my trade secrets. Even though I don't know if it would count as my trade because I don't make a living from racing or even iRacing, so don't think that counts. But here we go. Let's see what we can do here. I feel like we're way too slow into turn one there. It's very cautious. It's another corner where you're unloading, so it's easy to slip up. If he doesn't know where he wants me to go, how am I supposed to know where I'm supposed to go? No cut track, that's a good start. Woo! Too much curb. Alright, we didn't spin it out there. We're on our way to a decent lap at least. I don't know how much fuel I have in right now. My fuel pressure is at 56. That doesn't tell me anything. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Oh my goodness. Alright. It wasn't that great of a lap. Sector 2 was okay. Sector 4 blue. Alright. I'm gonna go ahead and fast forward to me making another attempt. Alright, here we are headed to the green flag for our next flying attempt. Let's see how we can do this time around. Corner 1. I think someone spun. He's trying to come back on the track, so I'm worrying about that. But relatively clean. Not the worst, not the best. Not too upset with that corner. Kind of cut that one a little bit just because there was smoke there. Didn't want to risk plowing into somebody. Alright, so far so good. Not too bad of a lap, in my opinion. Pretty clean lap. Staying out of trouble, for the most part, is the only thing that really took off time. This bus stop is going to be crucial, though. Using the caution marker there as a reference. Ooh. Almost had a little slippage there. But here we go. Home free, just trying to keep it snug to the yellow line. See what our lap time is here. Come on, 141. Big money, big money, big money. 142.8. We're almost a full second off. But we did improve, so that's something. I'm up to position 23 now. See, that's out of... How many people are on right now? Or how many posted laps? Boop, 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 boop. 45 people. So, meh. And like I promised, I'll show you the outside of the car here. And we'll do it showing you the last lap I just took. This is me doing my 142.8 blah lap. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I look forward to making more, especially of this car. Hopefully I'll get some more track tuning in for this track, and I'll probably even do a race during this week 13, and I might upload that to you guys, and hope you guys enjoy it. But for now, enjoy watching me make a fool out of myself not getting a 141, and most importantly, have a great day, and bye-bye.